Good afternoon. My name is Andrii Stupin. Today, I would like to present to your attention a report of the subject, Research Methods and Tools for Cleaning the System Partition of Windows Operating Systems. Causes and solutions the problem of free space lack on the system partition during exploitation of Windows operating system are analyzed in this work. The latest versions of the Windows OS family require more and more space for file structure storage on hard disk in system volume. New components are added, updates and fixes are installed. Users' data is stored, different backup copies fill the system volume, etc. As a result, system volume, where OS itself is stored, gets filled with non-critical data, resulting in a free space deficit that affects OS performance and functionality, and even can affect updates and fixes installation. The aim of the research is to identify system folders, the size of which significantly affects the occupied space on the system partition, to explore their purpose, ways to reduce their size by identifying and deleting redundant information in their contents. Also identify operating system settings that result in significant system partition space usage. Preview of tools for their considered methods implementation. OS gets periodic updates and fixes, which adds new features into the system, fixes bugs or security vulnerabilities. Updates send to downloads all required files to keep the operating system up to date into download directory. During package unpacking, documents are placed into software distribution directory. This means that, after the update procedure finishes, these directories could be emptied. All previous file versions are stored in windows.bt or windows.all directories in the root of system volume for 1 month, which helps to roll back in case of any issues. Directory installer occupies of the system partition relatively large size. It includes the set of files with extensions .mci and .mcp, and directories with extensions .tmp tilde. There are installers required for removing and updating applications, different program components installers, patches, non-stabilized system updates files, and other data needed for the system and installer software in the system directory. Service Windows installer uses these files. This directory should be cleared in a special way. Operating system Windows includes the list of the current installers and patches that can be accessed through WMI, calls Windows Management Instruments. Directory patch cache is special in this directory. The base version of the directory is changing during the software upgrade stored in it. The changes are made with MCP patches and help not to use installer during the upgrade process. When the upgrade is finished, the directory patch cache becomes to be no longer. WinSxS contains previous versions of system files before updates and more. After some time, WinSxS directory can consume large space, several gigabytes, and the size of the directory grows with every Windows update installed. In reality, this directory consumes much less space than it appears. Many files in the Windows directory are hard linked to files in WinSxS directory. Therefore, this directory cannot be cleaned in the usual way without breaking OS integrity. For safe operation on this directory, embedded system must be used DISM, Deployment Image Servicing and Management. DISM can provide detailed report for WinSxS storage. Also, DSIM can perform components store cleanup. Official ability to compress system files appeared in the last version of OS Windows. It is in contrast with the ability to compress an entire system partition in the NTFS file system, which existed in older Windows operating system. The system command line utility compmect was introduced to do this. In particular, to find out the compression status and get recommendation, use the key compact OS query. To compact the space, compact OS always. To cancel compression, compact OS never. The driver store directory contains the file repository. This storage keeps the device's driver used by the operating system. File repository storage includes not only the current version of running devices' drivers, but their previous versions. This storage also includes devices' drivers, which are not currently connected with the system, but can be used sometimes. It is, for example, smartphones, cameras, modems, etc. It is impossible just to clear such a directory driver store, because this cleansing will cause the entire system to fail or individual devices to shut down. However, cleaning the file repository will not cause the system to crash, but changing the hardware may require reinstalling the drivers for such devices from external sources. Therefore, the command line utility pnp-util is used for such cleansing. The key \e returns the drivers packages list from file repository. Hibernation is powering down a computer while retaining its state. Current state OS, programs, and data will be written into system file in system volume root hibernation.sys. By disabling hibernation mode in favor of full boot or suspend mode, we can save a considerable amount of disk space on the system volume consumed by the hibernation.sys file. The primary purpose of swap files for Windows is pagefile.sys in system volume root is to free RAM from unused at the moment data by writing it into disk storage today. Most users have a sufficient amount of RAM, thus swap file usage is not required, but Windows is always creating it by default. In this case, swap file usage can be disabled via the OS system settings panel or command line. All disk volumes have automatically created in root hidden directories. System volume information. System volume information directory contains data required for services operating with this volume and system recovery data. Points of recovery, which use the most space, could be deleted via the System Properties panel or System Protection tab. This panel could be run the following command: System Properties Protection. There is a list with the paths to the directories with temporary files in the operating system. These directories need to be cleaned periodically. It is possible to use third-party software products for the system partition cleaning. There are a sufficient number of them, both commercial and free. The most often used the following software products in research process: Patch Cleaner, Driver Store Explorer, DISM++, Wise Disk Cleaner. The table on the slide provides a short comparison of such software, how it interacts with the file objects that considered for the system partition cleaning. Wise Disk Cleaner and DISM++ are most versatile tools, but in practice situation it is necessary to clean system partition space using the first software product and then use the second for a more complete cleaning. Patch Cleaner and Driver Store Explorer, highly specialized tool for thoroughly cleaning the installer directory and driver repository, respectively. In this work, solutions of the problem of free space lack on the system partition during exploitation of Windows, Vista 7, 8, 10 operating system are analyzed in this research. Main object of the file structure, system paths to them, their purpose and role in system partition space usage have been prospected. Some operating system settings that permit to manage relatively large system files and folders and the amount of free space have been explored. In the course of the research, a set of third-party software was used as an auxiliary tool to compare the cleaning efficiency of individual objects of the system partition and to form own cleaning methods. Thank you for your attention.